The situation is crazy, man. My
Social
condolences.
media is sad and outraged after Rick Chow was found not guilty of taking the life of innocent Cyrus.
Rick Chow as to the charge of murder, not guilty. Fine number 3024.
You see, the story that Chow tells is that the boy was in his store stealing water, so they chased after him.
And
That's
shot
when
him.
the boy whipped out a firearm, aimed it at them, and that's when Chow basically let off. Well, police and prosecutors say that's a lie because footage shows that not only did the boy never steal water out the
He
store,
never
and
had a
that was a
firearm.
complete lie made up by Chow, but even though the 14-year-old boy did have a firearm on him, they stated that the firearm.
Oh, so he had a gun on him. Why? Why did a 14-year-old have a gun on him? And this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you why. It's Bloodhound, that's the game, bitch. You know that shit. He a lame, claim lame, all that shit, all that drill rap shit. King Von, my ear. Lil Jojo, Rondo. Why does he have a gun on him? Why are we still even going to these stores? He a young man. He just living. He thinking everything is cool and normal. But I didn't know that they found a weapon on him. I didn't know that.
Fell that he popped Cyrus in the back multiple times, nowhere near where the firearm was. That South Carolina jury said nah, the dad was in the right. It's crazy because when the police, prosecutors, and the people all agree that somebody should have been in jail, then yeah, we know an injustice was done. Rest in peace to Cyrus. He did not deserve what happened to him.
He definitely didn't deserve that, bro.
This
But
was his
this
third.
wasn't his first shooting. So he got into a bunch of shootings. Now, it's legal to carry weapons in America. But in this same video, there's a grown man at the register that could have just stole a bunch of shit. Why did you choose to chase after this young teen? They be getting injured. They know not to play test grown ass men. They play these games with boys. They try to bully us in our youth. Because the older you get, you don't deal with these China corner store man problem. But when we young, as soon as you walk in the store, nigga watching you, look at the mirror, they watching you. But at the same time, nigga, if you ain't looking, I'm stealing something, nigga. I was one of them. Cause I'm like, fuck it, you gonna think I'm gonna steal anyway? King Kong, Chen Chong Chong, Dun 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 Dun. Don't get me wrong, I fuck with my Asians, my Chinese, all my folks. I be going to the little restaurants and shit. But I know it's just business with them, bro. So when you see a Chinese man, right, that basically blanked out of fear and shot this man, and out of pure hatred for the species of who we are, the original man, he shot that boy over water bottles. You think of an Asian boy running the store and stole some water bottles, they would shoot him, and the first thing they think is to shoot him. Now, if you chasing after somebody over store possessions that you have insurance over, I just seen people in my comments, oh, they did so much, they vandalized the store, he has insurance. So if he has insurance, why don't you just let the water bottles go? Even if he did steal these water bottles, because he felt disrespect, he felt tried. And you trying me, black boy, boom. Just like how that on that movie. They showed this, they programmed this shit on the movies. Little boy in the store running out the store and he got shot. What movie was that? Running around in the store and shit. I feel sorry for your mother. That's why in Cali we bop bop ching. Nigga. We terrorize you niggas in Cali, bro. But I'm not racist. I don't got no problem with no people, but there is tension there, bro. Just like I was tension with all these other species, bro. We all we got. Stop shopping at they stores, bro. So when he walked in, I've already did a reaction to this, bro. Like I did a video on this.
The jury didn't get to know that, but I'm going to make sure that you know about the two previous shootings before Rick Chow was found not guilty for taking the life of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton. 2015, a woman stole beer and peanuts. Chow says that she then threatened his life and then she got in a vehicle, so he shot at that vehicle 6 times. Now,
Oh,
thank
he's
goodness no
that
one
type
was
of
hurt,
nigga.
but
He
Chow
that type of nigga, bro. He gonna shoot at you as you leaving. He's not gonna shoot at you if you shooting back. Why didn't you shoot back? What you got the gun for? I thought it was an innocent boy that didn't have no gun or nothing on him. He had a gun on him. Why didn't you shoot back? What you running for? That's what I'm saying, bro. If you gonna put a gun in somebody's hand at 14 years old, right? Probably raised by a single mother, he look biracial. I don't know what the fuck what type of dad he got, nigga. But your dad failed you. Failed you. And I know that's gonna be offensive, bro. But man, my kid is not gonna be running around with unregistered firearms. And if he is gonna have firearms, I'm gonna teach him how to protect himself. You don't ever run away from a man who threatening your life like that. You can't run from no bullets. You stand your ground. Or you fight. Or you flight, right? Because he wasn't trained properly, so he flighted. He was a kid. I know he's innocent. I know he's a kid. He's 14. But guess what? When I turned 13, my dad said, you a grown-ass man. Because of shit like this. He already knew what I was dealing with. We all do. When I have my son say, hey, bro, that Chinese man, that white man, that Mexican man, they look at you as a grown-ass man. Oh, my God, don't tell him that. You know, your mama is the, don't tell him that. Oh, no, he's a baby. He ain't no baby. It's war. Y'all, okay, all right. Y'all don't want to hear this shit. Y'all want it to sugarcoat. Oh, my God, Asians. It's not right. It's not right. That's why everybody in the comments like, good riddance. You got a lot of them comments these days. Or maybe it's just the posts I'm seeing. You don't get too much sympathy these days. They'll say the same shit about me, or you, or your child. Let me read this comment.
was not charged. Investigators called it self-defense. The second time was in 2018. A man stole oven cleaner. Chow says that man then assaulted him, so he shot him twice. No charges. Self-defense. The man who stole the oven cleaner, though, he was charged in connection with that case. And then we get to 2023. That's when 14-year-old Cyrus went into a convenience store owned by Rick Chow. Chow said that he stole water. Surveillance video showed that he did not. Cyrus ran from that store. So he never stole the water. Hurry up and buy. She was on some hurry up and buy shit as soon as he walked in the door. So he like, bro, the moment I walk into an establishment and I see they don't want my business, I walk right out too. I do the same thing. But I don't give it no time. And I'll be aggressive. Shit ain't never happened to me as a grown man. But they like to play with young men, bro. When we boys, it's different. I remember them Habibis, the way they used to look at you go to 7-Eleven. I remember that shit. Now I'm thinking about it. I would have never thought the niggas would have shot me. But they probably would have. I wasn't even thinking that deep. And I know he wasn't either. That little nigga was not expecting to get shot that day. But as I'm older as a man, I realized, like, yeah, they will do it to you. Oh yeah, you'll be a ritual. You'll be a sacrifice. To they Buddha, whatever they praying to. No offense to Buddha, but I'm just saying, like, because you know they perverted them teachings. Buddha only wrote one script, and then all these other monks start writing this extra shit. And original Buddha was black anyway. But he looked like half Asian, half black or something like that. You know why he got them down? Because people are going crazy these days. People are out of their mind. And they're moving around this bitch. And they're not sane. This dude probably needs to be checked into a clinical hospital for insanity. Bro, them Chinese dudes is weird, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I went to the Buddhist temple. I was praying with them, and once I realized, I'm like, bro, because dude had a vegan restaurant, right? His name was Shaw. Shout out Shaw. He invited me to the Buddha thing, the temple, to do some teachings or whatever.
And then the fact that I came, he's like, that's an affinity. That's a sign. Affinity. That's a sign that you're supposed to be here, right? So I got show up to the first session. He's just like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna live too long. I'm 60. I don't feel like I got long left. This is that. And he got a big stomach, but he vegan. I'm like, bro, if I go to a Buddhist temple, I want to be around people that got discipline and they strong and they strong minded. You sound weak. So I stopped going to them. A couple of them was strong though. A couple of them Chinese elders helped me out. They gave me some little lessons and shit. But I got one story from a guy. He's like, yeah, when my dad died, he took over me and I had to get his spirit out and he was possessing me and I was banging my head on the wall because my dad was possessing me after he died. I'm like, okay, yeah. I understand what he was saying. Like, yo, folks don't want to live through you vicariously, but he actually said he had a curse. So this is an actual curse seed, bro. On top of a curse seed, they're programmed robotically to view you as the enemy. Eliminate the threat. That's what that lady said, right? But why did you have a gun and you playing with a gun? You playing around with guns. For what? Stealing water. That's bullshit. I'm mad at this whole situation, bro. I'm mad at this whole situation.
How is it possible to be this evil? A 14-year-old comes in your gas station. You accuse him of stealing 4 water bottles, and before he heads out of the gas station, he flattens out his hoodie pockets and shows you that he doesn't have anything. You and your son chase him down for almost 2 football fields and shoot him in the back. 3 eyewitnesses say that the boy never brandished a gun or showed a gun to anybody. He was running for his fucking life, and you killed him. Even if he did steal, which he didn't, it was $4 worth of product that you killed him over. And South Carolina jury just found you not guilty. Being black in America is like just living in a constant 24-hour nightmare, bro. And nobody believes you. Nobody believes that it's fucked up for you and that people hate you for no reason. And it's all a joke to them because they don't have to deal with things like this. So it's so far-fetched from the reality that they live in that they just think it's fan fiction. It is how evil do you have to be to find this man not guilty? One of the most open and closed textbook hate crimes that I've ever fucking witnessed. Ever. And he's not guilty. He killed a teenager that was running away from him. Expert opinions, eyewitnesses, not guilty.
Here's the thing. When, if you're running away from somebody, when do you have the time to, I'm gonna throw the gun one time and then keep running? The man is obviously running away from you. The trigger hunting instinct of a human being, for some reason, when you run, they shoot. When you don't run, they don't. I guarantee if he would have stood his ground, that wouldn't have happened. But he's scared. He felt his life was in fear and danger. Overall, it's wrong. Long live Cyrus. Like I said, bro, I feel like we shouldn't even be shopping at these niggas. Ain't supposed to be in our communities, bro. We ain't supposed to be shopping with these motherfuckers. Niggas still gonna go to beauty supply. They still gonna go. There's really not a lot to say to this video, bro, because I see all sides of it. Why do you have a gun and you don't have proper firearms training? Man, I wish the reason why I'm getting mad he had a gun, because it's like, bro, why ain't you shoot back? Nigga. Because he felt like he was in the wrong. You gotta think about this, right? I know why he ain't shoot back. He wanted to get killed by the police. Niggas only feel like they can use that gun against their own people. See, I'm thinking as a grown man. And I was a 14-year-old boy. But even a 14-year-old boy, I was a fighter. So this probably would have went worse for me. My condolences to Cyrus Carmack, man. Rick Child, you're a coward. But he ain't even a real being. He ain't a real being. You know how many of these beings is around? Some of these wishing bad on him. What is that gonna do? It's millions and millions and millions of entities that move and think and act like him. So you can be mad at Rick Chow, but I just see a clone.